Hello, the following example is example 4.2.12. Suppose $1,000 is deposited in an account paying 4% interest per year compounded quarterly, in other words 4 times per year. A. Find the amount in the account after 10 years with no withdrawals. B. How much interest is earned over the 10-year period. What this is talking about is compound interest. The formula for compound interest is A is equal to P times 1 plus R over N to the N times T. A is the accumulated value or the future value. P is the principal or the present value. R is the interest rate as a percentage in decimal form. N is the number of compounding events in the period, and T is the length of the period, the time. Now, when you have a problem like this, we're going to start out with A. We want to find the amount in the account after 10 years with no withdrawals. There are actually 5 variables here, so that's what you're going to have for A. You're going to have A is equal to P times 1 plus R over N to the N times T. What you want to do is you want to write down all of your variables. A, P, N, R, T. And A, in this case, we don't know. We don't know the future value. So that's a question mark. P is the principal. In other words, it's the original amount. In this case, you start out with $1,000. That's how much you put into a bank. N, the number of compounding events in a year, or in this case, it will be quarterly or 4 times per year. So N in this case is 4 times per year. R is the interest rate. 4% as a decimal, move the decimal to the left too, means 0.04. T, lowercase t, means time. Well, time in this case is in years or 10 years. So plug in everything you know. That means that A is equal to P times 1 plus R, which is 0.04, divided by N, which is 4, all to the 4, which is N times T, which is 10. P, which is 1,000, times 1 plus R, which is 0.04, divided by 4, all to the 4 times 10, which is T. Now this you can simply type into a calculator to figure out what that actual value is. Be sure to round to 2 decimal places because we're working with money, and money stops after 2 decimal places. In other words, it tells what the cents are. Once you type it into the calculator, you should get $1,488.86. So the amount in the account after 10 years with no withdrawals is $1,488.86. That's A. B wants to know how much interest is earned over these 10 years. Interest is simply defined as how much money do you either pay in order to borrow money, or how much money are you given because you gave someone money. In this case, you are given the difference between $1,488.86 and your principal, which was $1,000. So the interest earned was 1488.86 minus 1,000, and that is $488.86. So over 10 years you earned $488.86. Congratulations.